Hello students, welcome to West Bengal English Medium Guide. Today I am going to give you the question answers from Gulliver's Travel Part 1. I will provide you all the question answers from all the chapters under Part 1. If you missed the explanation video, you can find out those videos from the description box. So let's start. Number 1. Where did Gulliver study and what did he train to be? What was his special hobby? Lemuel Gulliver went to study at Emmanuel College in Cambridge and later went to Leiden for further studies. He served as an apprentice to Mr. James Bates. He trained to be a surgeon. His hobby was traveling to new and strange countries. Number 2. When did he start on his first voyage and what happened on the way? Gulliver eventually started on his first voyage on 4th May 1699 as a ship's surgeon. On the way, the ship was struck by an insane storm. This resulted the split and sank. Somehow he got into the ship's boat, which overturned and he was flung upon an island. Number 3. What could not Gulliver move? Why could not Gulliver move when he got up from his sleep on the unknown island? Gulliver's arms, legs, even his hair were tied to the ground with strong strings strapped him to, so he couldn't move. Number 4. Describe the creatures and their behavior towards Gulliver as they climbed up and down his body. They were very teeny, not more than 6 inches high. They were looking just like a human being. They were moving up his body from his legs, across his chest and coming up to his chin. When Gulliver shouted out to frighten them, they ran off and some of them jumping from his body to ground. Many of them had got badly hurt in the process. Number 5. How did the Lilliputs feed Gulliver when he wanted some food on the unknown island? Hundreds of people mounted up to his mouth carrying food. There were all kinds of meats of small-sized animals and birds, small-sized loaves of bread, and many kinds of food in enormous quantity. For drink, they gave him several barrels of delicious wine. Number 6. Describe the engine that was brought to carry Gulliver to the capital city. Gulliver was brought to the capital city on a sled on wheels. The sled was a frame of wood raised 3 inches from the ground, 7 foot long and 4 feet wide, moving upon wheels. Number 7. What did the Lilliputs name Gulliver as? Why? Lilliputs called Gulliver as the mountain man. He was called so because they were awestruck to see his great height when he stood up. Number 8. Describe the incident in which Gulliver was asked to punish 6 Lilliputs. Once, some wicked people shot their arrows at him, and one narrowly missed his eye. The colonel then caught 6 of them. As punishment, he tied their hands and pushed them towards Gulliver to do whatever he wanted to do to them. Gulliver put 5 of them in his pocket and holding the 6th in his hand and took out his penknife. He then opened his mouth horribly and pretended that he was going to cut and eat the little fellow, but he did not really mean to kill or eat the little man, only to frighten him. He stopped looking fierce, cut the strings that tied the man and gently let him down on the ground. The Lilliput immediately ran away as fast as he could. He put the other 5 who were in his pocket on the ground and freed them in the same way. Number 9. Why did many of the king's advisors want to kill Gulliver? Many of the king's advisors wanted to kill Gulliver as they felt that feeding him was becoming too expensive and there might soon be a famine in the country. Number 10. What did the Lilliputs discover when they searched Gulliver's pockets? What did they think of the comb and the watch? The Lilliputs discovered a comb, a razor, a penknife when they searched Gulliver's pockets. They also found a watch. They described that the teeth of the comb as large poles and the ticking sound of the watch seemed like the noise of a huge machine. Number 11. Describe Gulliver's plan by which he could look inside the royal chambers of the king, the queen and princess in the royal palace. Gulliver made 2 strong tools which were about 3 feet high. Then carrying a stool under each arm, he went back to the palace ground. When he came to the outer buildings, he put down one stool and climbed on to it, carrying the other stool in his arm. Then he put the second stool on the other side of the building and stepped over it to the stool inside. He then leaned across and picked up the first stool, and so he went on, stepping over one building after another until he came to the inner court. Number 12. What was the cause of the bitter rivalry between the 2 main political parties? The 2 main political parties were Freemason and Syllabus. The main cause of bitter rivalries was the high hills and low hills. Number 13. What were the big Indians and little Indians fighting for? Where did the big Indians run away to safety and why? The cause of their enmity was how to break an egg. The big Indians believed in old custom of breaking the egg at the big end, while little Indians followed the new law breaking the egg at the little end. The big Indians ran away to Blefuscu where they had supporters in Lilliputs who secretly helped them with money and assistance. Number 14. Give a proper account of how Gulliver saved the island of Lilliputs from the invasion planned by the people of Blefuscu. Gulliver saves Lilliput from Blefuscusians' invasion by dragging the Blefuscudian, Blefuscudian ships to Lilliput. Again I repeat, Gulliver saves Lilliput from Blefuscudian invasion by dragging the Blefuscudian ships to Lilliput. In gratitude, the Emperor of Lilliput reveres Gulliver with the title Nardak. Gulliver was pleased with his new title. So these are the question answers from part 1, Gulliver's Travel. All the chapters from this part, I just gave you the question answers. Okay, so see you soon with a new video. Till then, take care and bye.